With Tiara McCowan and Sylvia Fowles, and you see the difference. And still stands 6'6", Tiara McCowan 6'7". Indiana gets the opening tip, but it's the physical way McCowan plays and how she battles for rebounds. She leads the WNBA in percentage rebounds and has really come on here in the last month or so. First shot, Tiffany Mitchell tries to go to the other side of the basket. Odyssey Sims brings it up for the playoff-bound Minnesota Lynx. Here's Collier. Guarded by Dupree, and now Fowles. Jump shot short off the rim. Dupree has the rebound.
And Fowles is pulling out a little bit. They're trying to get McCowan out of the lane.
And that's not necessarily a bad idea. Offensive foul on Erica Wheeler. Here's a look at Pokey Chapman in her third season. Well, not quite yet, but there's still Erica Wheeler. We'll show. There's Coach Chapman. Third season in Indiana. The second is also doubling in that GM role. She had been with the Chicago Sky before that. Nice drive and finish by Dantas.
And the Lynx continue the basketball that they've been playing the last 3 games. Just a lot of communication. Their offense is just very fluid right now.
Tiffany Mitchell, now Dupree. Finds a cutting Kennedy Burke. And some nice movement for Indiana, just kind of looking for that open player. Cuts through the lane.
And Indiana, if you have watched them in the last 4 or 5 games, they've been playing really well as well.
Dantas back-to-back baskets.
And their offense really has been going through McCowan. And this is a little bit different than what they were doing at the start of the season. Yep. And now it is push the ball, get it to McCowan down low.
And you saw in that last offensive possession, it was Tiara McCowan who ended up with the basketball, got the hoop. And now here's Burke again. Oh, Simone looked like she had it, had a path to it, but the ball ends up in the hands of Erica Wheeler. Missed opportunity for the Lynx. McCowan sets the screen. Rolls and posts up on Sill, and there is Sylvia Fowles for the steal. Sims pushes it ahead, loses the defender, gets the left-handed layup. Odyssey Sims, a nice move.
Yeah, she has speed and quickness, and that's her favorite way to play the game, is pushing the pace and getting down court.
Tiffany Mitchell guarded by Augustus, back into the starting lineup, and Mitchell finishes. The Lynx are 3 of 4 to start the game. Indiana's 2 of 4. And here is Augustus. Averaging about 12 minutes per game since she came back from that knee surgery at the start of the season. There is a 3 from Nafisa Collier, and you think Coach Reed likes to see that.
Yeah, she has the green light, as we talked about at the top of the show. She's been working on her three-point shot from the start of the season, and the coaches are really liking what they see. A lot smoother than when she first got here.
Collier picks up Mitchell on defense. Dupree lobs it down to McCowan. And a push as McCowan goes out of bounds. And that's foul number 1 on Sylvia Fowles.
And Sylvia Fowles usually, rises to the occasion when she's going up against another big. And she really has to be careful not to get in a foul situation, because they don't really have anyone else who can battle McCowan down low.
That will be the matchup to watch. Actually, McCowan will be the player to watch outside of the Lynx. Wheeler into some heavy traffic. Somehow gets it out. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Mitchell found some space. What a tough shot by Tiffany Mitchell.
Yeah, Tiffany Mitchell does a very nice job against a good Lynx defense, but it wasn't quite enough.
Augustus, her first shot is up and in, and Minnesota's now made 5 consecutive shots from the floor.
The crowd likes to see that. They're always happy when Simone hits.
Mitchell pulls the trigger on 3. Fowles grabs the rebound. And that's going to be really important anytime there is a miss for Minnesota to get the rebound and not allow Tiara McCowan, especially on that offensive end for Indiana. Fowles goes up against McCowan, puts one move on, misses. Tap free, Dupree has it.
Yeah, this is where we have to keep Sylvia Fowles from getting frustrated, because there is going to be a lot of body, a lot of shots like that are going to be difficult for her tonight.
Dupree drives, and scores. Candace Dupree in her 14th season out of Temple, still averaging 11 points per game, just a fixture in the WNBA.
Yeah, she has always been an outstanding player in this league. She's been so steady throughout her entire career. Always playing well, scoring in double figures.
The lob attempt to Nafisa Collier goes out of bounds, and Minnesota will maintain possession. Danielle Robinson checks into the game, and Simone Augustus will check out. And Augustus has not been starting. She came off the bench the last 3 games, but we do not know if Minnesota will have another home game this season. This is the only one scheduled. If there is another Target Center, it would be in the playoffs. Sims hits.
Sims really feeling her confidence right now. The way she's communicating on the court, you can see she's really dialed into this one.
Erica Wheeler brings it up the court. Mitchell kicks it out. Dupree puts it on the deck, picks it up. And now Wheeler, who was so good behind that three-point line as we saw in the All-Star game. Dupree, 1 second on the shot clock, just got it off. And there is that offensive rebound and put back by Tierra McCowan.
And that is a heartbreaker for the Lynx, who are playing solid defense on that side of the court.
Turnover by Minnesota caused by Indiana putting some pressure on. Cheryl Reeve will call a quick timeout here at Target Center. Lynx up 3. Pretty good arm on that t-shirt tosser right there. That is Maddie Frecking from Coon Rapids, Andover, who played in the Little League World Series. She is Cheryl Reeve's guest here tonight. And before the game, she got an autographed jersey. She met with the entire team. I sat down and talked to her for a few minutes. What an adorable girl with a really bright future.
And what an amazing experience that she has gone through. And she seems to be handling it all so well. She just said, I'm enjoying meeting people and being in this environment. And she's a 3-sport athlete.
Yeah, Maddie's the first girl from Minnesota to play in a Little League World Series since our friend Chrissy Wendell did it in 1994, and the first to pitch since Monet Davis in 2014. Maddie Frecking, remember that name.
We will.
Indiana basketball down 3 at Target Center. Baseline shot short. Dupree was there, but Odyssey Sims is the one who grabbed that loose basketball, and she'll set up the offense for Minnesota. Danielle Robinson now playing the point, guarded by Tiffany Mitchell. Mitchell gets screened, and Robinson just dribbling around looking for an opening. Dantas picks up the dribble. Collier, who's already scored tonight, crossed the 400-point mark for the season. Fouls deflected into the hand of Dantas, and that will count.
Wow. Okay, so the first thing is that the Lynx have to look inside more of Sylvia Fowles. And Sylvia has to post her up a little bit harder than she's doing. But
Has to post up McCowan?
Yes, and I'm not sure, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot of work to have to battle in there every single time down the court.
Dupree, jump shot. Candace Dupree has made more two-point field goals than any other player in WNBA history. Over 2,600.
Yeah, it's amazing. She always seems to do very well against the Lynx.
Robinson answers right back with a jump shot. The Lynx are 8 of 11 to start this game. That's Burke. Kennedy Burke drives all the way through, hammered hard by Sil Fowles, and still gets the basket after the contact. Second foul on Sil, and she's just walking right to the bench. A little frustration on the face.
Yeah, she's frustrated. Yeah, I mean, it's a touch foul. It's just a touch foul, but you know that the officials are going to call that. But yeah, Sil just needs to take a break and come back in and do what she does best. She usually really does well against these big matchups, against a Griner, against a Cambage.
And in this case, Sylvia Fowles checks out 0 of 3 on the offensive end. Has yet to score. Robinson picks up the dribble. Can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound, Timmy Feg-Benley, and Steph Talbot strong up for the 3. Feg-Benley was there. And it ends up to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell and Tiffany Mitchell, both in the backcourt for Indiana. Kelsey has it now. Left-hander, the lob to McCowan.
And this is exactly what Indiana is going to do all day long with this, because Big Bentley is just not big enough. She's long and lean, but even with her hands full, I mean, McCowan can just push her out of the way. So it's gonna have to be a team effort when Sill is out of the game.
Probably even when Sill is in the game, it tells you how much work there is to do.
Right.
Rep the Lynx and show your fandom when you shop inside the Minnesota Lynx team store. Located on the Skyway level and the 100 level concourse, the team store is loaded with the newest apparel, jerseys, on-court gear, hats, and more. Head to the team store to get your hands on some swag now. McCowan misses the second. Beck Bentley is there. Talbot up ahead, picks up the dribble, looks for the outlet, had it deflected, but into the hands of Sims, and now Beck Bentley drives baseline. Recovered well. Sims short on the three. Good offensive rebound by Talbot, and Robinson is there to capitalize. D-Rob on the second chance points.
It wasn't the nicest looking half-court set, but Robinson got it done. Must be the orange shoes she's sporting tonight.
It's hard to miss those. Hard to miss. Here's Dupree.
Yeah, she's money. I mean, and she's just so calm and easy. And sometimes she kind of lulls you to sleep so you don't realize she's there, and boom, she will just hit you up for two.
Dupree is 3 of 4 to start this one tonight. Sims to Collier at the top of the key. Collier hit a 3 earlier. Kicks it out to Sims and around to Talbot. Talbot drives the lane. Collier offensive rebound. Sims strong off the rim there, and a nice job by Collier to gain control of that loose ball. D-Rob left alone, rims off.
Yeah, the Lynx are working hard. Give Indiana some credit on the defensive end. The Lynx are having to take a lot of shots, use a lot of clock to get some points out.
And with the rebounds there for Nafisa Collier, she has crossed the 200 rebound mark as well. Basket by Benaja Laney. And stoppage of play. Subs are not allowed to come in the game on that whistle there. And so Nafisa Collier, 3 points and 2 rebounds tonight. She is now crossed the 400-point mark and the 200 rebound mark. And she is the first Minnesota Lynx rookie to reach those standards.
That's amazing.
She's the first to do a lot.
Yeah, that is incredible if you think of the players that have come through here.
Sims. Ooh, no travel call. And look at how much Tiffany Mitchell wanted that call. Big Bentley ends up turning it over anyway. So here is Kelsey Mitchell, who moves at a really fast pace, as you're about to see. Odd side-to-side rotation on that ball, but it goes through the hoop.
Yeah, and Indiana would like to push that pace a little bit with Minnesota. They've done that in past games.
Talbot dribbled it off the foot. At least that's what it looked like from here. And Mitchell will set things up. Kelsey Mitchell with the basketball. Indiana is on a 7-0 run. And look out for McCowan. She was open down the lane, but Odyssey comes away with the basketball. And she'll go to the free throw line.
Good defense for the Minnesota Lynx that keep the ball from going inside to McCowan.
And that is a foul on Tiffany Mitchell. So here is Sims. Tuesday against Chicago, a 23.8 assist effort. The fourth time she's had at least 20 and 8. The fourth time. And that leads all players in the WNBA this season. McCowan is going to the bench, and so is Dupree. So this might be a time for Minnesota to capitalize.
2 seconds left.
4 seconds left in this first quarter, and hopefully it's more than a quarter break.
Absolutely.
Rest is what I'm thinking. Minnesota has a foul to give. Danielle Robinson will give that foul. So 1.7 for Indiana to work with.
Even though Indiana is technically out of the playoff race, this is a team that wants to show people that they've been improving each and every year. So this game does matter to them.
Yep, Indiana has been officially eliminated, but you're right. Well improved over last year. Shot just got off before the buzzer. That is Stephanie Mavunga. But, well, the quarter will come to an end. And Indiana has a 3-point lead, shooting 62.5%, an 11-3 run to end the first quarter. Napheesa Collier has really made an impact in the WNBA in her first season. And she has 3 points and 2 rebounds tonight, which moves her over 400 points and 200 rebounds. First Lynx rookie to ever do that. And she just has really, she's adjusted quickly to this game, and she has gotten better and better and better as the season has gone on.
Well, remember when we broadcast the first game of the season with her, she had 27 points, and we were thinking, okay, that was pretty amazing. Is she really going to be able to play like this? And she has had some ups and downs, but not a lot. She did not hit the rookie wall.
Not a lot of downs.
Yeah, right. Not a lot of downs. I mean, she has just been so consistent, but I just love her attitude. She's just so open to learning, and then she's got this big, nice smile.
Lexi Brown pulls the trigger on a 3 right after she checked into the game. Simone Augustus also back in for Minnesota. Simone started tonight. Tanaja Laney for 3. That is the third 3-pointer tonight for Indiana. Nope, second. 2 of 4 for the Fever behind the arc.
Now Indiana starting to get some points outside of the paint. They were 8 of 9 in the paint, and now are 3 of 7 from outside the paint.
Augustus puts it on the deck. Gets contact from Laney. No foul called. She also missed the shot, but there's Feg Bentley working underneath. Nice job, nice move. Temi Feg Bentley, and 1.
That's what the Lynx really need from Feg Bentley, is for her just to be really active down low, especially in the boards department. And Coach Reeve will go on and on about they need the rebounds, the hustle. Feels the defense strong enough to take it up, get herself to the free throw line.
The foul is on Stephanie Mavunga.
Feg Bentley
converts. Lynx have really been crashing that offensive glass. 6 offensive rebounds, only 2 for Indiana. Translation, Tierra McCowan has not been able to do a lot of damage, which is a good thing.
And that's, yeah, I mean, it's going to be critical in this game.
Wipe up a little sweat on the court there. Get things cleaned up, and Indiana will inbound. Get it out to Tiffany Mitchell. Drive to the basket. Man, Mitchell just went in really forcefully and got the basket.
Yeah, Indiana has so many athletic players that can really take the ball to the basket.
Well, Feg Bentley tried to make an athletic move and save that ball, but probably an ill-advised pass. And the result is a Minnesota turnover. And Napheesa Collier has checked back in. 4th turnover for Minnesota, 3 so far for Indy. Burke traveled before she put it down.
Minnesota can take advantage. A game like this is when you're all close, 28 to 23. Someone turns it over, you need to score on it.
Joe Reeve pointing out positioning for Temi Feg Bentley in particular on this play. Augustus, it's the rolling Feg Bentley, and she was in right position.
Absolutely, and she's like, she wants Feg Bentley to take advantage of the post while McCowan's on the bench.
Mitchell, a couple of fakes and a beautiful drive to the hoop. A nice finish, Tiffany Mitchell.
Yeah.
Start to finish, that was a nice play.
It really was. Some good inside-outside basketball from Indiana right now.
8 points for Tiffany Mitchell to lead all scorers in this game. Augustus with the spin move. Dantas to Feg Bentley, and that is a foul on Mavunga. That'll be her second. And just like that, Tierra McCowan checks back in.
Now Coach Reeve has to decide how long she's going to leave Sil on the bench.
Yep, Sylvia Fowles sitting with 2 personal fouls. Collier gets it to Robinson. D-Rob.
Minnesota can get something going on the perimeter.
Dantas, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Augustus knows it, puts it up, beats the shot clock, but cannot get the roll. Simone, 1 of 3 to start this game. Indiana has really heated up. The Fever have made 8 of 10. Indy started 5 of 10, now hit 8 of 10. Turnover. Can Dantas catch up to this one? No. Pass picked off by Laney.
Look at the battle down low. Oh, they're going to call that on McCowan. Yeah, she was handling Big Ben Light pretty good.
Tiara McCowan is called for her 2nd foul of the game. So now McCowan has 2 and Fowles has 2. And as long as that number stays pretty even,
right,
or maybe tips in the Indiana favor, if you're going with high number of fouls, that would be beneficial to Minnesota. This is the matchup right here. Nice pass. Fowles found Nafisa Collier.
that's what I love is you knew what Sil was doing because Nafisa is such a great cutter and the way she gets to the basket.
Collier was all alone, too, just dicing through the lane.
Well, she scores in a lot of different ways. It makes it difficult for the defense to know how they have to play her.
Loose ball, and Collier has it to Simone. Money!
Who's back?
4 points for Simone Augustus, back in the starting lineup. And the fans love it, and they love what they're seeing from the Lynx here. A good game at Target Center. Look at Fowles to Collier. The Lynx are within 1. Simone Augustus is back in the starting lineup, and she loves it. And the fans here at Target Center, that was a great intro.
It really was.
Simone addressed the crowd before the game and then put on a little bit of a show. Let's have some vintage moan. 4 points for Simone Augustus. We don't know how many more chances we get to see her.
Absolutely. So we're loving every moment that she's on the court, and the fans are, and her teammates are too. I mean, a great article in the paper about how Simone and Nafisa Collier have bonded and how she's kind of passing the torch over to her.
Absolutely. And Augustus did not play for the first couple months of the season after she had arthroscopic surgery on her knee. And so it's just kind of been a waiting game of when is she ready? When does that knee feel strong and ready? Nice defense by the Lynx. Fowles disrupted that play. Sims tried to find the rookie Collier. Minnesota will have possession. It'll be Damaris Dantas into Fowles. They swing it around to Sims. And Augustus pops out on the baseline. Uses the screen. And there is that jump shot.
It's a big-time shot right there over McCowan.
One of the best jump shots in the history of women's basketball. That is not an overstatement.
Oh, it really isn't.
Also 11 points for Minnesota off of turnovers. 7 turnovers for Indiana. The Lynx have been able to capitalize. And there's another turnover. Let's see what Minnesota can do here after the 8th Indiana turnover.
Look at Sylvia Fowles does a nice job of working off the screen, gets the ball to Simone, and there was a hand in her face, but it was a nice looking shot. Got 2 there.
I will never forget when we talked to Simone Augustus on Media Day at the start of this season, and she was telling us how once she had her fingernails painted for a game. Once. Sims misses. And she hated it because she thought her hand felt heavy and her shot was up.
Right.
So she never painted her nails again.
Only Simone Augustus has that story. Yeah, she's amazing.
But that's how important her shot, like how delicate that shot is and how, yes, exactly, the feel. Augustus misses. Sims with a chance. Finally, the defensive rebound for Indiana. Erica Wheeler brings it up the court. The Fever has turned it over 5 times on the last 7 possessions.
And that's a big deal for Minnesota because Minnesota, traditionally against Indiana this season at least, has turned the ball over quite a bit.
Blocked by Collier, but it's blocked out of bounds. So the Fever will have 6 seconds on the shot clock. Dupree catches the inbounds, and we've got 2 of the best jump shooters in the league on the court, and Candace Dupree just hit hers.
Yeah, if I'm Indiana, I go to Dupree too if I got 6 seconds left.
4 out of 5 from the floor for Dupree and 8 points. Augustus and Dantas. Nice cut from Sims and a nice find. Fouls now. Kicks it out. Demiris. A little short, but a foul. That's going to go against Indiana.
Both teams really having to work on the offensive end. There's just a lot of body, a lot of contact on both sides with defenses.
Menaja Laney whistled for the foul. Chapman looks on, looks up at the scoreboard. Sees her team up by 1. Laney picks off the pass. Wheeler pushes it up the court. Erica Wheeler has not taken a shot in this game. Had that pass deflected right back at her, though. Remember, Wheeler hit 7 threes in the All-Star game. 6 in a row. 6 right after she checked in. The 7 threes made tied an All-Star game record. She was the MVP.
Yeah,
Just a
it's amazing.
fantastic story.
Yeah, she slowed down quite a bit here in the second half of the season, but boy, she's been a huge part of this Indiana team.
Dantas creates some space, but puts the shot a little strong off the back of the rim. Wheeler. Lob pass inside, knocked away by Fowles. They were trying to go inside to McCowan. Tierra McCowan is only taken 2 shots, but look at Fowles. Still is there for her first basket of the night.
Yeah, that's really key. She needed to feel that, and nice job by Nafisa moving the ball down court, seeing Sill. Those 2 connect often.
A quiet first half for Sylvia Fowles, 1 of 4, but also a quiet first half for Tierra McCowan. And players like Tiffany Mitchell have picked up the slack. Mitchell into double figures with 10 points. Indiana still shooting 64%. Timeout on the courts. Minnesota shooting 47%. The Fever leads by 3. A tight first half at Target Center. Indy leads by 3. Join Fox Sports North and the Gopher men's and women's hockey teams for the 2nd annual Countdown to Puck Drops. It's Sunday, September 22nd at 3M Arena at Mariucci and at Ritter Arena. Enjoy tours of the men's locker room, open skating, autographs, kids games, and more. Plus, fans can check out the Gopher women's hockey team taking on the Minnesota Whitecaps starting at 2 o'clock. The entire event is free and open to the public. Visit foxsportsnorth.com/events for more details. Robinson to Sims. Thought about the 3. Let the defender go by. Now looking for an option and finds it in Carlton. Bridget Carlton, who signed for the remainder of the season and is in here in the second quarter at Target Center, the rookie out of Iowa State. Dupree. And now Mitchell. Dupree and Mitchell have done most of the scoring for Indiana in this first half. A little too strong into the lane for Menaja Laney. But I think it was a defensive foul on Minnesota. Yeah, D-Rob just, she's getting into the body a little too much.
Defensively, she's a little bit turned to the side, so it makes it easier for the official to call that.
You see Sylvia Fowles and Tierra McCowan back at it, and that is a great matchup. A whistle, though, away from the ball, and now a technical foul. And we will find out shortly what this is about. I think it might be on Odyssey Sims. It is a technical foul on Odyssey Sims. Now Odyssey is gesturing to Cheryl that somebody may have gotten her in the neck and throat area. Take a look at what happened as Mitchell hits the free throw. And that was Odyssey and Laney. I did not see that.
I couldn't see it either.
I didn't know where to pick that up, but Odyssey and Laney got tangled up, and there was a technical foul on Sims. Wheeler, Dupree now. 6 seconds of the shot clock to spin move, and Candace Dupree has been on all night long. 5 of 6 from the floor.
The Lynx have not been able to figure out how to slow her down.
Robinson, baseline shot won't go. There's Collier with another offensive rebound for the Lynx. Sims weaving her way around, and nice job picking up the contact. Cannot get the bounce, and there were a lot of them.
Yes.
Odyssey Sims, 5 points so far tonight. We talked a little bit about her right before the game and how significant this pickup was for Minnesota in the offseason.
Well, Minnesota had always seen Odyssey as an opponent with the LA Sparks,
Yep.
and for her to join this team and do what she's done has been so impressive.
Sims hits the first free throw. Take your experience to the next level with the official mobile app of the Minnesota Lynx. Use it to manage your tickets and to get inside the arena. Use it to check stats and everything Lynx. Hey, even use it to get a discount on Target Center purchases. Head over to the App Store or Google Play to download that Lynx app now. Both free throws good for Odyssey Sims. 7 points now as Minnesota's scoring is really balanced. And in fact, Sims, 7 points, leads Minnesota. Dupree. And now Laney. And Laney gets the shots. She also wanted a whistle.
Yeah, she sure did. I think both teams are showing that they have other offensive players outside of their post play.
No question. Carlton. She's already hit a WNBA three-pointer. That was a week ago against Las Vegas, her first professional basket. Wheeler off the dribble is short. Collier trying to get it up ahead to Carlton. Instead, it goes out of bounds. So the Lynx will turn it over. Number 7 for Minnesota in the turnover category. Candace Dupree will inbound. And Wheeler will bring it up the court. Under a minute to play in the first half here at Target Center. Neither team is led by more than 6. But Indiana still shooting 64%. The big reason why is Candace Dupree, who finally misses again. 5 of 7 for Dupree. Lynx want to finish strong here in the first half. Foul on the screen. That is on Wheeler.
Indiana has to be pretty pleased to come in here. They're up by 5 points. The first time we've seen Indiana in this building this season. Well, they've played the Lynx twice in Indiana. They have played with a lot of energy.
Yes. And Pokey Chapman had her team, I don't know what the belief is, but down 20 and down 22 in both games at Indiana. And both times Indiana came back. One time for the win, one time with eventually for the loss.
Yep.
But overcoming those deficits in the first place is pretty significant. Collier misses at the free throw line. Laney has the rebound, and Wheeler will bring it up. Yeah, the June 25th game was the one where Minnesota was up 22. Indiana came back to take the lead, but the Lynx won the game. That August 3rd one is the one that really hurt. Lynx were up 20.
Yep.
Indy came back. That was the biggest comeback ever for Indiana and the biggest blown lead ever for the Lynx.
Yeah.
This game's been totally different, though.
Yeah, that we're not seeing that at all. And what we did see in that game was Indiana's bench really played a lot into that game. And they definitely have some players that can come in and hurt you. It's not just McCowan, that's for sure.
It's definitely not just McCowan, although Cheryl Reeve and the staff have to be really happy. If that is your emphasis, if you put a star there and say, this is number 1, you we have to take care of McCowan. Well, that is not the look of a coach who's really satisfied with his first half. I mean, Minnesota only has 36 points.
Right.
Or do you say, hey, Indiana only has 41?
No one looks that happy.
Yeah, and Sylvia Fowles only has 2 on 1 of 4 shooting. So there are plenty of areas for the Lynx to improve. That one rattles out for McCowan, so she sits at 6 points and 6 rebounds right now. Final 10 seconds of the first half. Sims has the ball, takes the screen from Fig Bentley. Pulls up, takes the shot, hits the shot. Odyssey Sims, 2 more. And now Mitchell behind the back, looking for an opening, can't get the shot off. As the Lynx defend that final play well coming up the court, but it is a really low-scoring first half. Indiana shot 60%. The Lynx shot 44%. Simone Augustus had 6 points. Collier 6. Dantas 6. Fig Bentley 5. Sims led the way with 9 first half points. So the Lynx at 38 points will hopefully pick up the offense in the second half. In the meantime, Nafisa Collier with her 6 points. And Nafisa, how concerned are you guys? Do you look at it, we only have 38 points and that's a problem, or we held Indiana to 41 and that was a good thing?
I mean, I think both. I think our offense can definitely get a lot more fluid. We're not moving the ball very well right now, and we're kind of getting a lot of turnovers on defense. I think we're letting them get a few more paint touches than we like, so I think we can clean things up on both sides.
Nafisa, that's what I was going to ask. 22 points in the paint for you and 22 for Indiana. How can you change that in the second half?
I think, T is obviously someone that we're focusing on. Just keeping her off the offensive boards would be really good.
All right, Fee, thank you. Good luck second half.
Thank you.
T is Tiara McCowan, and so far she's got 6 points, 6 rebounds, and so the Lynx did a decent job on her. We will look at some of the highlights of this 2019 season, which involve the Rookie of the Year next.
Come back to Target Center. We are at the half, and I'm with assistant coach Walt Hopkins. Walt, exciting half for the fans to watch. What did you like about that happened in the paint for Minnesota?
Yeah, I think we did a good job early on, especially kind of establishing cutters, things like that. We moved the ball pretty well to start the game, played off our defense, and then as our defense started to collapse a little bit, then our offense started to struggle too. So we've got to get back to getting stops and getting out and running.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
All right, Marnie, we'll take it back to you.
All right, Leah, well, let's see if that offense can pick up the pace a little bit. Odyssey Sims leads Minnesota with 9 points. Nafisa Collier with 6 boards. And one of the glaring spots on that stat sheet is Indiana's 60% field goal shooting, Minnesota 44%, which actually is pretty good. The Lynx will take that on Simone Augustus from the baseline. And that helps if we're talking about getting the offense going.
Yeah, and it's really kind of a perfect person to get it going for Minnesota because she has been such a big part of the Lynx offense in the past. And her to establish herself in this game is critical.
And then Indiana comes out and on its first possession turns the ball over. And that is turnover number 10 for the Fever. So far, Minnesota has 13 points on those 10 turnovers. Sims. And Dantas top the key, 3-pointer. She can hit from there, but she missed that one, and the Lynx are now 1 of 8 from 3.
That's a good look, Marnie, for Dantas. She needs to take that shot, but even though the Lynx are not hitting from out there, they're going to need to hit some threes in this game.
Augustus is called for the foul, and the first thing Augustus said to the official is watch the elbow, because Mitchell kind of came around off the screen and protecting the ball, using the forearm a little bit, but it was too much body for Augustus. Second foul on Simone Augustus. Dupree, tight defense by Dantas, but Dupree goes by her, picks up fouls, and Sil was there to help alter that shot. Sims finds Collier off the dribble. A little strong for Fee.
Again, Minnesota getting some good open looks at the basket. They're just not falling.
Well, how about Dantas with the defense?
Oh, did they call it?
Oh, it's a jump ball. Kennedy Burke spun and had nothing but Damaris Dantas and her arms in front of her.
Yeah, Still wanted the travel there. Her arms just down, probably just a little too low.
So Burke and Dantas will jump this up. McCowan had it. Loose ball now, and Mitchell tracks it down. A hectic possession. And Mitchell put it on the ground again, but it was touched by a Lynx player, then thrown into the backcourt, and that will be over in bounds. Turnover number 12 for the Fever.
Cowan got up, was holding her neck.
But that was an absolutely frantic, hectic possession.
Happened. You can feel the intensity. You would not guess by the way Indiana's playing this game that they are not in contention to go to the playoffs. This is a team that is really, really playing at a high level right now.
When you talked about just kind of a lot to play for, last year Indiana won 6 games. Fever finished 6-28. But this year, players like McCowan, who just missed that shot, have made such a difference. Indiana's 5-5 since the All-Star break. That's a 500 team since the All-Star break. Fowles looks for position. Augustus.
Fowles is worn down from that battle down there. He's frustrated by it.
Still just 1 of 4 with 2 points, but man, is she working.
Yeah, and she'll keep coming at you, and that's the thing about Sylvia Fowles. She will keep coming.
Bree had such a great first half, and she'll pick it up right where she left off in the second half. 12 points. Candace Dupree is the leading scorer in this game. She averages 11. Ooh, knocked away. And all the way in for the layup.
The Burke plays for a timeout. Minnesota just playing with a little bit of lack of energy right now.
First fast break points of the game for Indiana. Courtesy of Kennedy Burke, who just got in the passing lane and took it all the way in. Sims looking for fouls. Tiara McCowan and Sylvia Fowles have played such a strong battle in the paint. It's almost like they're crossing each other out and eliminating each other from the game.
Exactly, and that's why it's going to come down to perimeter shots and who can hit from the outside.
And McCowan does have 8 rebounds, 6 points, 8 rebounds. Still 2 points, 3 rebounds. But neither one has dominated the way we thought. Dantas right before the shot clock expired. We've seen that a handful of times in this game from both teams. Mitchell, nice crossover. Fouls there on the defense and the whistle. Foul number 3 on Sill. Too much body there. Sill got a block. But as Cheryl Reeve is hearing from Tim Green, there's also too much body, too much arm.
The question with McCowan coming back in the game, can you take Fowles out?
Cheryl Reeve is going to take a minute to think about it. Sylvia Fowles picked up her 3rd of the game. 6-point Indiana lead. A limited number of spots are available to join Fox Sports North, the Minnesota Twins, and Feed My Starving Children for Pack at the Park, September 25th and 26th at Target Field. Join us in filling children with hope, allowing them to be healthy and to go to school. Plus, make a $25 donation and feed 3 children for a month. Visit foxsportsnorth.com/events for details. I have done that event a couple of times, and it is really significant. It's meaningful. It's fun. It does a lot of good for a lot of kids.
Sure does.
The 7-point Indiana lead right now is the biggest of the game so far. One reason is that the Lynx have missed 5 consecutive shots. Fowles trying to change that on a nice move. She lost McCowan, and Sylvia Fowles shows why she is a former MVP. 4 points for Sill.
That's exactly right, and that is just patient with that. When it's a lot because you have to work so hard on the defensive end of the court, and then on the offensive end you have to work so hard to get 2. But that was a great move.
Wheeler with Dantas on a height mismatch. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Mitchell, 2-pointer, short on the rim. Fouls to Robinson. The Lynx will push it ahead. Dantas looks inside at Sill. She'll clear the lane. D-Rob to Collier for three. Feed. The second Lynx three-point make of the night, and both have come from Nafisa Collier.
And needed oh so much.
Yes.
I mean, that's really going to loosen some things up for Minnesota.
Indiana's been really packing that defense in, and can, because the Lynx just haven't not been a threat from three.
Absolutely.
Collier with 9 points now.
There's enough of a battle going on down low, and so there's so much happening in the paint, and so someone has to create some offense on the perimeter.
Burke gives it up to Dupree, and Candace Dupree continues to hit 7 of 10, 14 points. There is not a two-point jump shot that she does not like.
And she makes it look so easy.
Collier missed. And a rebound for McCowan, number 9 in the game for Tierra. Mitchell stepped out of bounds as she was driving. Lexi Brown on the defense. Turnover, number 12 for Indiana. So far, that's resulted in 13 points for the Lynx.
And Dupree's definitely that player on the Indiana team that really has them rolling right now.
The Lynx are a good defensive team and have been all season. And a good offensive team on that possession. Sylvia fouls to Odyssey Sims.
It's good to see Odyssey back in the offense again. She got thrown off there for a little while. Now her ability to get back in there, even though it's crowded, still being able to attack the basket.
11 points for Sims, and then a foul on Lexi Brown. Frustrated Lexi Brown after that call.
This is a great cut again. You know, Sylvia Fowles does so many things for this team, but her ability to see her teammates cutting to the basket and getting them the ball has been really nice.
And Fowles gets her hands on it, gets tied up with Kennedy Burke. And how about this line right now for Fowles? 4 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists.
You're doing a little bit of everything. And that's, you know, I think that's one thing about Sylvia Fowles is she's not scoring a lot. She's going to get you something else.
And she has yet to shoot a free throw in this game, which is probably part of the frustration. Laney. Swinging around, get the shot from the baseline. That would have been 3 if it went. Look at McCowan's spin move off the offensive rebound. Battle for the loose ball. Collier. No, finally it's D-Rob coming away with it. Danielle Robinson on the go. Finish.
She's amazing. She stepped over Dupree to get that ball.
What an effort by Danielle Robinson to tie this game at 49. And then just like that, Mitchell gets the shot. Fouls on the whistle. Ooh, just a killer shot from Kelsey Mitchell. But look at the effort by Danielle Robinson.
Collier's hustling, gets the ball loose. Danielle comes down court. This is where she plays her best basketball, is when she's pushing the ball full court. There's no one in the league faster than her. She's just really had a great season here for Minnesota.
The 4th foul on Sylvia Fowles. She's already checked out of the game. Cheryl Reeve is not happy with this last call. So after the 3-point play, it's back to a 3-point lead for the Fever. Sims forced to go right. Feg Bentley is fouled. Good cut, a good find. Temi Feg Bentley has 5 points in 6 minutes, and now she'll get the opportunity to add 2 more to that.
Getting to the free throw line, if the Lynx can start doing that.
They're only 5 of 7 in this game. I say only, meaning the attempts, but Indiana's 6 of 9. Neither team has been there a whole lot. The official coming to the scorer's table looking for a clarification. Pokey Chapman's chatting with her team. There's blood on a uniform, so they're cleaning that up. That's what's the delay on the court. Hockey season is just around the corner. You can become a Minnesota Wild season ticket member for this upcoming season. 11-game, half-season, and full-season plans are all available for purchase right now. Gain exclusive access, rewards, and a membership that acts more like a family. Visit foxsportsnorth.com/events for details. Tammy Fegg-Benley, after the pause, hits the first free throw. And the second as well. A one-point game at Target Center. Wheeler brings it up for Indiana.
Been very quiet in this game tonight.
Laney. Away across court. And another out of bounds.
Second time she's done that.
Just getting a little too close to the line, trying to make a move. And turnover number 13 for Indiana. Lynx have turned it over 8 times. Here's Collier. She'll try from 3 again. She's hit from there twice. Mitchell thought about letting it go out of bounds, but instead grabs it, gives it to Wheeler. Erica Wheeler. Now Laney, the lob, McCowan, the basket.
We haven't seen a ton of that in this game tonight, but with Sylvia Fowles on the bench, this is where they can really take advantage and take that life.
Yep, no doubt. Tierra McCowan, 3 of 5. 8 points. Brown. Collier going back and forth. Defense by Erica Wheeler just all over Lexi Brown. Shot fake from Sims. And a miss. Knocked out of bounds, though, by Dupree.
Now, all you have to do is know where to place this ball if you have this differential on the height, and then you're going to have 2 easy points, and that is what the Fever has been doing these past 5 games.
Sims. Lynx shooting 42%. Indiana's down to 56, which is actually an improvement. The Lynx would like to keep that one trending south. Wheeler. Dupree, she doesn't shoot a lot of threes. Laney, 4 on the shot clock, drives all the way to the hoop, kicks it out. Oh,
is it good?
Killer 3-pointer.
Yeah, that one hurts.
A killer 3 by Kelsey Mitchell. Just ahead of the shot clock when the Lynx had worked so hard and had great defense on that possession. Sims works with the screen. Pull up off the dribble. Well done, Odyssey Sims. She's Minnesota's leading scorer with 13. Nobody else in double figures for the Lynx.
Sims just got hung up on a McCowan screen. It's like hitting a brick wall.
Indiana throws it away again on the pass. 14 turnovers. 15 points for the Lynx. You'd like to see that number higher, but Lynx have done a decent job. There's some confusion on the court. Pokey Chapman is holding her head like she didn't know what to think. Robinson brings it across court. Odyssey Sims will set up Minnesota. 1 minute to play in the 3rd quarter. Short, Odyssey gets her own rebound, kicks it out, Lexi Brown. 3! And Minnesota needed that.
Yeah, sure did. And to put the right player in to get it. Lexi Brown got a little smile on her face. That's why she's in the game, to put those 3-pointers in.
And here comes the crowd on Fan Appreciation Night at Target Center. Sims on the break.
Yes, a little excitement from the bench for Minnesota.
A 7-0 run, and Minnesota has taken the lead. 58-57, the Lynx are back on top. The crowd is into it, and the Lynx are rolling. pushing the pace. Lexi Brown with her eyes up finds Odyssey Sims, and there is a big spark at Target Center.
There sure was, and Lexi Brown came in and made a big impact right away, hit a big three-pointer, then got the fast break rolling, great connection with Sims. That's what you have to do when you're coming off the bench. She's done an excellent job in this game.
Laney gets it in. Final 30 seconds of the third quarter. Wheeler shakes off the screen attempt from Dupree. Erica Wheeler with the basketball. She's only taken one shot tonight and missed it. Dupree dribbles into that sweet zone. That's called a two-pointer. And it's now 8 of 11 times. Goodness gracious, Candace.
She always seems to hit it right at the end. The shot clock.
It's not just making the shot, it's the timing of it. It's killing a rally, and it's quieting the crowd. It's almost like she's a skilled veteran.
Right. That does this all the time.
3 seconds left. Brown gets it off, gets it in! How about that for a third quarter finish? A big basket by Lexi Brown, and the Lynx scored on 9 of their final 11 possessions in that third quarter. Officials will take a look at it, but it looks good. What a finish to the third quarter at Target Center, and the Lynx have taken a 2-point lead thanks to this 3-point shot.
And talk about being effective. I mean, she could have been on the free throw line as well, but she's just come into this game and made a huge impact.
And this is the final home game of the regular season. The Lynx come in 10-6 here at Target Center, averaging about 82 points per game, which is one of the reasons these crowds have been so good this season. It is fun to watch Lynx basketball.
Minnesota doing a better job in this third quarter protecting the paint.
And a miss by Mitchell. The Lynx went on a 10-2 run to finish up that third quarter. D-Rob, she had it knocked away.
Wow.
Defense cleared. Robinson found the opening, but could not get to the basket. There's Lexi Brown to turn things right around. Sims in the teeth of 4 yellow jerseys. That's a foul. It is a foul on McCowan.
Oh, wow.
Number 4 on Tierra McCowan. Well, maybe the off arm got Odyssey. And a lot of times that's just a trigger to look at things too. If that player gets hit in the mouth or the face or the neck or anything above the shoulders. Looked like Odyssey took a shot maybe right off the mouth, but nothing that the officials need to look at for any additional activity. And there's another turnover. Boy, we go back and forth. Laney tripped by D-Rob. Completely unintentional. Fans are saying now about a travel.
She was a little bit out of control there.
Kicked ball is the official call. All the officials will talk it over. Oh, she tripped over her own feet. Banaja Laney tripped over her own feet. But running at full speed, that's hard to see. I didn't see it.
Absolutely. The benefit of the replay.
And now the officials will look at that. And we think we know what they're going to see. So while the officials look at that, we will let you know that Minnesota is coming into this game off of a win Tuesday against Chicago that secured a playoff berth. Here it is again. Laney gets caught up on her own shoe, essentially. But look at that 2 pairs of shoes. Man, I don't think Robinson was part of that at all. But the call will stand as a foul So they called the foul on Danielle Robinson. They will not reverse that call, but they will look for now, is this a clear path foul? And it's only a little odd in reviewing that you will be revealed that there really was not a foul on Danielle Robinson, but
Right, that's that, yeah.
that's already official. Now the question is that a clear path foul on Robinson? And I guess it's up for interpretation. Did Robinson clip the back of Laney's heel? Right there. Okay, so that's why Laney got tripped up on her own feet while they were running.
So many different angles to see what's happening.
Oh, I could look at that replay, I think 15 different times for different angles.
Every time.
Yeah. A lot of neon shoes is my conclusion. A lot of neon shoes, and so the decision for clear path continues, and I don't think there was a defender. Just looking down, trying to read lips of the officials. It is a clear path foul. It is a clear path foul. I don't think that went over well with the crowd. Well, Laney will get the free throws because of it. And Indiana will get the ball. Okay, tied at 61, 9:09 left to play in a back-and-forth game. Indiana's led by as many as 7, Minnesota led by as many as 5. Dantes immediately forces the turnover, and that is number 16 on the Fever. Sims tries to lose Laney, eventually gets free and makes the shot.
That is someone who has WNBA experience right there, how Sims handled herself in that situation.
Very composed and a very emotional reaction, too.
Absolutely.
Odyssey Sims has 17 points. Three-point try from the corner. That's going to rim out from Kelsey Mitchell. Robinson finds Sims, who's had a great offensive game. She'll take the screen from Sill. Dantes hands it right off to Lexi Brown. Fouled on the three-point try. 3 free throws upcoming for Lexi Brown.
Lexi Brown has really made an impact. She hasn't been in this game a lot, but the time she's been in there, it's been really important steps.
She's hit a couple of three-pointers already. Contact on the hand there. Brown hits the first of 3. Did not score on Tuesday in the game against Chicago. You saw the three-point percentage, and what makes her so valuable coming off the bench is just that quick trigger, the green light, shooting just a hair under 40% from 3. It's 10th in the WNBA.
And if you watch her shoot the ball in practice, it's just she hits one after the other, just this smooth, consistent shot.
3 more points off turnovers for the Lynx, 23 in the game. Lynx up 5 for just a second there. Now it's back to 3 if Candace Dupree hits again. She's got 18 points.
Candace Dupree is going to do whatever it takes to keep her team in this game.
Dantes gets it to Fowles. And still Fowles has been quiet. She's been bottled up pretty well by McCowan in this game. That was a big basket by Sill at 6 points now.
Great pass by Dantes.
Strong on the three-point shot. Collier comes away with the rebound, and now Sims. Ooh, battle underneath. McCowan will pick up the foul. And a tech. A technical foul on Tierra McCowan, number 5. And we saw the basket by Sylvia Fowles, and McCowan, probably after a long battle and a long game with Sylvia Fowles, I think maybe he's got a little frustration there.
Yeah, she's rattled in this game, and you understand that there's very few players in this league that can really battle her the way that Sylvia Fowles can. And it's a battle all night long for both of them.
So McCowan will check out with 5 fouls. And the Lynx up 6 now. That is Minnesota's biggest lead of the game. And now Nafisa Collier will inbound. Lob to Still. McCowan goes to the bench, and the Lynx go right to Sylvia Fowles, and they'll say travel. Well, there was not a lot of room to work with when Still caught that ball.
Great pass by Nafisa Collier, and good hard work down low from Still, and she did everything she could trying to get that in.
Dupree hands it off to Mitchell, heading towards the basket. Kicks it back out. Dupree, couple of dribbles, and a rare miss. And a foul on Indiana on the rebound attempt. That goes against Stephanie Monbonga. That is the 3rd foul on Monbonga in 3 minutes. Collier. Sims, a lot of ball movement on this possession outside the perimeter, and finally it's Collier going in, and a whistle.
Now we're starting to get more whistles called, and Minnesota's being a little more aggressive at getting to the basket. This is the time you want to attack the basket.
Collier will go to the free throw line, where she is 1 of 2 tonight. 9 points, 7 rebounds for Collier, who's the first Lynx rookie to get to 400 points, 200 rebounds. She's the 2nd ever in the WNBA with 400 points, 200 rebounds, and 60 steals. The only other rookie to ever do that is Tamika Catchings.
That's a big-time name.
That is an Indiana Fever great. Lynx
Best ever.
10-2 run. I mean, I think it's safe to say the best ever.
Yeah, she's amazing. And she's simply, like, she's the reason why Indiana beat Minnesota
in the finals.
Yes. And she wanted that so bad.
Yeah, Tamika Catchings was part of that 2012 finals, the only championship Indiana has won in the WNBA. Sims. Collier. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Collier. Nice job off the dribble. Great touch by Fee.
Patience. The Minnesota Lynx taking their time to look for, giving up good shots, looking for great ones.
Mitchell loses her footing right after she lost Lexi Brown as the defender. Sims, great job tracking that loose ball down. Sims will hang in the air. Too strong. Collier flies in for the offensive rebound. Still in the paint. She's good.
Still gets to make a shot without any bodies on her.
Fouls to 8 points now. She started this game 0 for 3 from the court, but is 4 of 4 since. Sylvia Fowles came to life at the right time for Minnesota. Lynx had some special guests at practice yesterday. Members of the U.S. Women's National Soccer Team, the gold medal winning soccer team, we're going to jump balls against Sylvia Fowles. We're at practice yesterday and at the game here tonight. It's hard to miss Megan Rapinoe there, sitting courtside. I think she's seen a WNBA game or two.
Yeah, probably. A couple in Seattle.
Probably hasn't cheered for the Lynx. I don't know if she's cheering. They're right next to Pokey Chapman, right behind. But that U.S. Women's World Cup team.
Coach Reeve and her crew will be at the game on Tuesday.
Yep, that's against Portugal at Allianz Field. And what a nice match. What a nice matchup of just promoting the women's sport. And WNBA, U.S. women's soccer team.
Yeah, it's good
It's a
stuff.
beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. The Lynx had a 10-point lead. It is now trimmed by 2. Collier gives it to Brown. And Minnesota has really picked up the pace offensively. The Lynx have scored on 7 consecutive possessions. Brown, 3-point try. It was short, but Kelsey Mitchell really had a hand up and had to force Brown to take a tough shot. The Lynx in this game have been outshot pretty significantly. 54% right now for Indiana, 45% for the Lynx. But they've dominated second chance points. They've dominated points off turnovers. And that's the reason for the lead. But Burke has something to say about that. And now it's down to a 6-point game.
Well, you know this Indiana team isn't giving up. We've watched them come back from down 20, so
Twice. Fouls again. She's made 5 consecutive shots.
yeah, she's feeling comfortable out there again. She got the look.
And McCowan playing with 5 fouls. Sims grabs the 3-point miss. Gets Lexi Brown ahead of the defense. Reverse layup. No, look at Collier. That's the second time she's done that. Collier goes hard to the ground. Getting back into the play. Collier knocked away by fouls.
Sims gonna slow this thing down.
Everybody take a breath here. Fouls. Right into the defense and into McCowan. Travel. Still trying to get position there.
But earlier, great communication. Nice quick pass. You got to get the pass there before the help defense comes over.
10 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists for Sylvia Fowles. Rams in and out the shot. Tiffany Mitchell. Boy, what a great game this has been.
A lot of intensity. This two teams really trying to pick up a win. This is important. This would be a big game for Minnesota to win.
Could be the last time the Lynx play on this court this season. We have to wait and see what the playoffs bring. Foul on Indiana as Nafisa Collier picked up her dribble. That's on Burke, Kennedy Burke. Just her first. Indiana is over the limit. The Lynx only committed 1 foul in this quarter. Collier adds to that total. Now at 14 points, 4 of 5 from the line, 4 of 8 from the field, plus 9 rebounds. So 1 more rebound puts Collier into the double-double category. She's already the reigning Western Conference Player of the Week. Note I didn't say Rookie of the Week, like Player of the Week.
That's pretty cool.
Doesn't happen to a lot of rookies. She and Simone.
Yeah, she's doing everything right now for her team, and that means a little bit of everything.
Turnover by Indiana. There have been a lot of those, 18 to be exact, 23 Minnesota points off of those turnovers. A huge storyline tonight. Collier, strong on the baseline 3-point attempt. This is Kelsey Mitchell. She gets the 3-point try. Still up for the rebound, number 5 for Fowles.
Minnesota doing a good job on the boards. Indiana getting 1 shot. 1 shot only.
How about that? Knocked away by McCowan on just a kind of lackadaisical possession by the Lynx. Burke. I feel like we got some tired legs out on the court right now. Under 2 minutes to go. Collier has been sprinting up and down the court, trailing plays a couple of times.
That pass.
Goodness. Right into McCowan on an eyelash of an opening.
This play by Mitchell.
Reeve calls the timeout as Indiana cuts it to 8. The basket by Tierra McCowan. She's in double figures with 10. The Lynx will talk this over. 1 minute, 47 seconds. Let's look at this pass.
Yeah, this is what you can do when you have a 6'7" player and you know that you can grab anything. Now, that's
Ooh,
a
the
good
catch.
one-handed catch.
Couldn't see that from our angle the first time around. Boy, Tiara McCowan acting like a wide receiver there, hauling in that basketball in an 8-point game. Has had another great game, leading the way for Minnesota tonight. 17 points on 7 of 17 shooting, 5 rebounds, 4 assists.
Yeah, she's just had good aggression when the Lynx needed it. Her ability to get things rolling, get in the paint, make big plays, create momentum for the Lynx. She has done that this entire game.
Sims sets the screen, gets the ball back, drives the lane, kicks it out to Lexi Brown. Oh, she lost the defender. But off on the three-point try, McCowan grabs the rebound. That's the 11th rebound for Tiara McCowan with her 10 points. And they found, McCowan missed. A wide open chance for Tiara McCowan, maybe too open.
Yeah.
Maybe anticipating some contact.
She could have just taken the ball, stopped, laid it in, but she tried to do it without landing.
Oh, Sims heaved that pass over to Dantas. Too strong. Not the spot you want to see a turnover. With an 8-point lead and 1:01 to go. Erica Wheeler will pick it up. Now, under a minute to go. Looking at McCowan, and the pass is deflected. I think Collier got a hand on the pass. And that'll be another turnover on Indiana. Boy, has that been the story of this game.
It sure has. Minnesota's defense turning over Indiana.
Big Bentley has it, drives to the hoop, picks up her dribble, hits the shot. Big time, Timmy Big Bentley. Need defense here. McCowan with a nice touch. Tiara McCowan did not miss that one.
Good, nice soft touch right around the basket.
The Lynx are just going to dribble it out, though. A great win for Minnesota. The final game of the regular season here at home. Lynx will have 2 more on the road. But just a great second half in particular, as the Lynx led by as many as 10. But Indiana was up 7 at one.